There are some stories that I would like to share with you guys. These are stories from people who have been affected by the new rule imposed on those who want to renew or those who are looking for new work permit by the Dubai authorities. So some of them have shared their experiences and what they are going through in Dubai. So I would like to share it with you guys so some of you guys can understand the reason why we all must come together and talk about this. We must all create awareness together so that more people can learn about this and more people can add their voices to this in the hope that things can change. Now, when I come on this show and I talk about things, it's not because I just want to talk, or it's not because I do not think that countries have the right to pass their rules or their laws. No, that's not the point. My point of talking about things on this show is that we can be informed and we together can create more awareness about a given story or about a particular problem in the hopes that it can get resolved. Because if we do not talk about it, nothing is ever going to change. Your voice is important. My voice is important. Our voices are very, very important. So before I get into that article, I just want to make some few points. The video I did last time about Nigerians being deported from Dubai got a lot of comments, and many people said that Nigerians deserve what they get, which I felt very bad because as an African that we all are, we must learn to understand each other. We must learn to be sympathetic with one another. We must understand that before we are Nigerians or Ghanaians or Cameroonians or Congolese or South Africans, we are first and foremost Africans. And we must all have the Pan-African spirit within us. Remember, unity is strength. The only way we can move ahead, the only way we can get respect on the international scene is when we speak with one voice. Do you know why the Europeans and presently China has been successful in manipulating us? Do you know why they have always gotten a stronger foothold in Africa? It's because they use the principle of divide and rule. They divide the people into different fractions, and then it is easy for them to manipulate the people. And that is why Africa has been on the receiving end for a very long time. And that is why Africa keeps on being the same as it has been. And that is why Africa is not going anywhere. Many countries around the world have moved ahead. They are far, far ahead, but Africa is still crawling on 2 feet and 2 hands. It's sad. Now, they mention in the comments that Nigerians commit a lot of crimes. That is why when things like this are happening to Nigerians, they believe the Nigerians deserve it. Yes, be it as it may, Nigerians commit crimes. There is crime everywhere. In every society, there is crime. People commit crimes. There is crime everywhere. Now, if people commit crimes, they should be singled out and punished. Anyone who gets involved into crimes or into criminal activities should be singled out and punished. There is no reason whatsoever to punish the group because of the fault or because of the crime or the act committed by the individual. There's no reason whatsoever. And a couple of other people also said that they have been living in Dubai for many years now and they haven't had any problems. And to that, all I can say is good luck. I'm really happy for you. If you've lived in Dubai for years now and you haven't found yourself in any problem whatsoever, great. I am so happy for you. But the fact that you haven't found yourself in any problem doesn't mean that other people have not found themselves in problems. Doesn't mean that people who are being deported or who cannot get the work permit are criminals. Some people might just be guilty by association. And that is why they have found themselves in problems. So, my brothers and sisters, if you haven't found yourself in any problem, or if you are someone who is living by the law, or if you are someone who is in favor with the authorities in Dubai, please have some sympathy for those who are going through problems. Have some compassion for those who are being deported. Show some compassion for those who are less fortunate. Show some sympathy to people. They are Africans. They might be Nigerians. They might be Ghanaians. They might be Kenyans. But they are first and foremost Africans. And we are all Africans. We should be able to use our Africanness to our advantage. So, that was a point I wanted to make. Let's get on with the article. So the headline reads, Untold Stories of Nigerians Stranded in UAE. So these are stories from Nigerians who are being stranded in UAE. I am in a fix. My visa has expired and I can't renew it. My job is gone. Life is hell in the United Arab Emirates for Nigerians now, said a Nigerian who has been living and working in the Gulf nation for 3 years until the recent diplomatic row between it and Nigeria put his survival on the line. Also, a graduate of mass communication from Kaduna Polytechnic, Innocent relocated to the UAE after his inability to gain employment in Nigeria for almost a decade. Fortune smiled at him and he got himself a job at a construction company in the UAE in 2018. He has been the pillar of support to his family and friends back in Nigeria since then. He has been contributing hugely to the billions of naira remittance that come to Nigeria yearly since then. However, his survival is now being threatened following the decision of the Arab country to stop issuing visas to Nigerians. Companies in the country have also been instructed not to employ Nigerians, a situation that has put thousands of Nigerians' lives on the line. So that was a story from a Nigerian person living in Dubai. He has just shared what he is going through in Dubai. This next story is from another person still living in Dubai, Adachi. Adachi is planning to send his wife back home while he continues to struggle for survival in the foreign land. Another Nigerian, who simply gave his name as Bobby, said he may incur huge debt in fines if the federal government of Nigeria does not find a way to resolve its issues with the government of the UAE on time. For close to 2 years, the UAE and Nigeria have been entangled in a series of diplomatic battles, but it got to a new height recently when the Gulf country stopped issuing visas and work permits to Nigerians. In July 2021, an official at the Ministry of Labour in the UAE confirmed that work permits were being regulated in view of precautionary and preventive measures for COVID-19, but the action seems to be targeted at Nigerians only. The ministry governs all work-related issues and is responsible for issuing work permits and imposing labor bans. So, from this article, there is a speculation that there might be a problem between the two governments, and the people is the collateral damage. That the government of UAE might be having some problems with the government of Nigeria, and now Nigerians living in the UAE are collateral damage. So that is what the people who have just shared their story are suggesting. But I do not know how far or how truthful this claim is, because we cannot independently verify these claims. But let's continue. In December 2020, a memorandum of understanding was signed between Nigeria and the UAE to provide a platform for both countries to engage each other's bilaterally. However, in February 2021, the federal government of Nigeria stopped the UAE national carrier Emirates Airline from subjecting Nigerian travelers to additional rapid antigen tests as against its stipulated negative PCR test at the Lagos and Abuja airports before departure. The Emirates Airline then shut down flights to and from Nigeria owing to the disagreement between it and the aviation authorities on the propriety of subjecting passengers traveling from Nigeria to an emergency COVID-19 protocol. After an interface between the authorities of the Aviation Ministry and Emirates Airline, flights resumed, but the airline continued to conduct tests for passengers before departure from Nigeria, a development the federal government frowned at and though suspended the airline from flying to Nigeria. The UAE responded by refusing to renew Nigerians' work permits, which offends the letter of bilateral agreement to which both countries are signatories to. So the issue of this work permit and the issue of deportation of Nigerians is really, really deep than we all thought. So when I saw this article, I was like, wow, there are many things that we did not understand about this whole work permit thing. There have been an ongoing or an unresolved problem between the two governments, and Nigerians living there are just collateral damage. What a pity. So my brothers and sisters, this article has gave us a lot of insight as to what the problem is all about. So you guys can now understand that the new rule for work permit application that was put in place by the Dubai authorities was as a result of the unfinished business with the Nigerian authorities, allegedly. Okay. So that was why they put this new rule that was very unpopular, and many Nigerians find it difficult to get their work permit renewed. And as a result of that, they were unable to find jobs in the UAE. They didn't have enough money to support themselves, so they became stranded. Now, I do believe that if the UAE wasn't dealing in bad faith, they wouldn't have just changed the rule all of a sudden and make it difficult for Nigerians to renew their work permit. Because remember, they got the work permit before and now they were unable to renew it, which means that something went wrong somewhere. So, if you are planning to go to the UAE, please, you have to be careful. You have to do your research. You have to know what you are going to do there. You have to figure out how you're going to get this work permit. Because, my brothers and sisters, right now, UAE is not a good place to be going to. This is not a good time for anyone to go to the UAE. But you guys out there, what do you think about this article? Have you ever heard of a beefing between the Nigerian authority and the UAE? Please share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Because like always, we love hearing what you have to say. And also, if you came across any story or article like the one we just shared in this video, please send it our way through any of our social media platforms. You can find them on this channel description section. We shall be very grateful to talk about it on the show. You can also support the show with $1 or more through the crowdfunding website Patreon or directly to us through our personal PayPal account. You have no idea how far your support and donation take us, and we shall be very, very grateful. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow our Facebook page. Little deeds of goodwill like this helps the channel a lot, and we shall forever be grateful to you. Thank you very much for watching this video, and like always, see you in the next one, and cut.